Okay, what we're going to review here is the proper installation of the prerequisites for AccuWare's QuickBooks Label Connector product. First of all, Bartender serves as our back-end label design environment for creating powerful labels that can be used with QuickBooks. As you may know, QuickBooks has some limitations, to the type of layouts and barcodes and things like that that might be used. Bartender, of course, is intended as a label design software package for printing barcodes, so it's extremely powerful in this regard. So what I've got up on the screen right now is, first of all, the automation edition of Bartender is what's required. So when you're doing the installation, you'll have had to purchase Bartender's automation edition, and that's available from AccuWare in a couple different editions. But when you're installing the automation edition, where some of the other companion applications are not necessary, you'll need to have Bartender itself installed. You want to definitely make sure that the .NET SDK gets installed as well. And then license server only needs to be installed if the PC you're installing to is going to serve as the license manager for Bartender. As you know, Bartender's automation edition is licensed by the printer. So in this case, we're just opening this screen. The way I got to this screen to verify this, by the way, is just to go into your list of installed programs and go ahead into Bartender. You can just select Change to go ahead with changing the installation, but we're not going to go ahead and do that. I was just demonstrating the features that you're going to need to install in Bartender. As you can see here, if we go to Help and About, you'll see that we've got actually here we're using Enterprise Automation, but all AccuWare requires is the Automation Edition, not the Enterprise Automation Edition. Now that covers one prerequisite. Bartender itself needs to be installed. Now the other thing that we require to allow QuickBooks to go ahead and draw data, allow our product to draw data out of QuickBooks would be the installation of the QuickBooks Sdk, and we provide the information on where to download that from the AccuWare website at a link that we provide in our installation guide. So you can download that quickly and easily, and it's really a very quick and easy install to go ahead and get that installed. There are a couple of just follow-up steps that you have to do when you're going ahead to install the SDK. Here I've got a little bit of a delay here in the system just because I'm accessing this computer remotely. So I'll go ahead and open up the installer folder. Okay. The installer folder here shows the after you install the SDK, you just need to double click on this installer file to just go ahead and install the SDK elements that we use for our program. And then as a second step, we then go ahead and just verify that it was installed properly by going to this folder here in Intuit, Common Files Intuit, and just verifying that the QuickBooks function class files are existing. So that's just that's just sort of a double check to make sure that file, that the SDK got properly installed. So those are the prerequisites to QuickBooks Label Connector before Label Connector can be installed as the last step. Thanks, and hope this helps for installation.